Hello, thank you for joining me, and I do apologise for the dark glasses. Very rude of me, but I decided to grab the opportunity and get out when it stopped raining. Grabbed my camera, grabbed my selfie stick, and I forgot the change of glasses, the ones that don't change with the sunlight. And of course, the sunshine is now coming out. Not complaining about that, I'm not. But I just wanted to get away from my house, and that doesn't happen very often. I was woken at about 6:30 by next door's dog barking, and now they are busy chopping down trees, so the sound of the chainsaws going, I thought, right, I'm going to get out into the air. Okay, there's the buzz of the traffic behind me, but I can cut that out. That's okay. And I just wanted to talk about something positive, because that's all negative stuff. And I did talk the other day about my inability to clap in time with people around me. And I thought, yeah, but there are some things that you're good at. And I don't mean big things that others might recognise. I mean silly things. And two of them are health related. One is that I am apparently very good at producing my own cholesterol. Gee, thanks. Even on a virtually fat-free diet, my cholesterol levels were very high. Okay. But also, I'm very good at growing pretty cataracts. Now, my orthoptist, when she was looking at my cataracts, went, ooh, and I thought, oh, is that a good ooh or a bad ooh? Don't like it when people go ooh, or builders go ooh. Never a good sign. But she said, I have never seen such pretty cataracts. Hey, if I was going to have something about me that was pretty, I would rather it was something that I could see and maybe other people could see, but no, not to be. So I'm good at that. I'm also good at using up odds and ends of food to make a meal. I was brought up from a very young age learning to cook, and in the post-war years it was learning to cook with whatever was available. And I remember once feeding 4 adults and 2 children. We'd had a day out, I think, and I fed the 6 of us on 1 large potato and a loaf of bread. Okay, it was rather skewed in the direction of carbohydrates, but it filled us, it was tasty, and we had a darn good natter whilst we were eating. So what did I do? Well, I sliced up the potatoes thinly, made a batter, and deep fried them to make scallops. Scallops, as we called them in northern chip shops, not the scallops that you get from the sea in a shell. So I was good at that, and I still can make a meal out of not a lot. But I used to know a guy way back when at uni, and I did geography and geology as 2 of my subjects, and one of the things that we had to do was, on a field course, we had to ascertain what kind of soil crops were planted on. So we would have to take a little sample and take it back to the lab with us, having rubbed it between our fingers to get a feeling of whether it was more clayey or sandy, though you could usually tell that by just looking at it, whether it was clumpy, as in clayey, or not, as in sandy. But one of the guys on the course, he used to be able to tell, and it proved to be very accurate, the percentage of sand to clay, clay to sand, by putting the sample in his mouth and rubbing it round in his mouth. We used to say, well, what about other things in there like fertilizers and manure? He said, oh, it's all right, I do spit it out. But he was blooming good at that. In fact, he went on to be a professor, I believe, over in America. So whether his specialism continued in that vein or not, I'm not sure. But I think that my ability to produce a meal from not a lot, I think that's a good strength to have. I'm not sure about the soil testing. I never did try and join him on that one. So thank you for listening. And I am going to wend my way back and do a big circuit to get through to my 10,000 steps today. And again, apologies for the dark glasses. But if I'd taken them off, that would have been an even worse sight, I can promise you. Take care. Thank you for joining me. Bye.